What is going on YouTube? It's your boy NevinTheBarber, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys a step-by-step tutorial on the fastest and easiest way to do a bald fade. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and start this haircut off by using my Stylecraft Instinct trimmers to set in my first bald line, followed by my Metal Instinct shaver just to cut all that stubble down to the skin. So now that I have this first guideline set, I'm going to go ahead and take my Stylecraft 360 GZ clippers with no guard, lever all the way open. And I'm taking this next guideline up, going about 1 inch right above my previous guideline. And I'm not going to erase this guideline yet. I'm going to actually put the 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed. So now we have 3 guidelines. We have our bald line, our 0.5, and our 1.5. And essentially all I'm really doing at this point is I'm just gonna start blending down now that I have my foundation set for this haircut. So these are really the only 3 guidelines that I'm gonna be working with. Now that I have the 1.5 blended up into the crown area, I'll go ahead and take my half guard with the lever all the way open. And this is blending the 0.5 into the 1.5. And I'm just gonna gradually close my lever 1 notch at a time while shortening my cutting stroke. And it's very important that you guys shorten your cutting stroke every time you close the lever, only because the hair is going to be getting cut at a more shorter length. And finally, I have my lever all the way closed, just flicking out that last guideline using the corner of my blade. And before I erase the last guideline in this haircut, I'm gonna go ahead and line up my client. And I always like to do this before erasing the last guideline. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some holding spray, followed by some cold air with my blow dryer. And I'll begin making my way from the middle of my client's forehead to the right side, trying to keep it as natural as possible. And on his vertical bars right here, I'm just keeping it very natural. That way, when his hair grows in, everything will look nice and full. However, I will be applying some enhancements just to give it that pop. And I am using the OG Walker Chameleon enhancement. If you guys are wondering, this is a very good semi-permanent enhancement to use. I'll be sure to leave it in the description if you guys do want to purchase it. And one more time, just going over my client's hairline with my trimmers before I erase that last guideline. And now with no guard, lever all the way closed, I'll begin flicking out at that guideline. And if you guys do have your clippers zero gapped, that'll make this part of the process that much easier for you, only because the clipper is going to be cutting the hair at a much more shorter length. So again, I would highly recommend that you guys use a zero gapped clipper whenever erasing this last guideline right here. And not only does leaving the last guideline to fade make the haircut easier for you, but I feel like it also just gives the fade that much more contrast, only because you can, put in more detail work as needed without pushing the fade too high. And if you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 300K subscribers, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys who tunes into my videos. And if there is any specific tutorials you guys want to see, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will get them out for you guys. But for the last part of this fade, I'm just going to go ahead and take my trimmers to flick out any stubble that I see. And you guys can see with those few simple steps, I was able to achieve a nice, clean, blurry fade while only using 2 guards. And if you guys haven't tried out this fading method, please be sure to give it a shot. That's the beauty about barbering. There really is no right or wrong way to cut hair, but I feel like this really is a bulletproof system right here, and it does work on all hair textures. Not only that, it's a very simple, effective system, and it can also increase your cutting speed with each client. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do it, but this is the best system that's worked for me. So on the other side of my client's head, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact steps. So I'm first starting with my trimmers to set in that first initial guideline. And you wanna make sure that it's nice and symmetrical to the guideline that you created on the other side of your client's head. Always remember that clean symmetrical guidelines will equal a nice clean symmetrical fade. And here with my Metal Instinct shaver, just going up on that stubble to get it cut down to the skin. And if you guys want to get a discount on any of the tools that I'm using, I will be sure to leave the link in the description, as well as my discount code. If you guys use my discount code NEVIN10, you can save some money on all of these clippers right here. So now I'm going to use the 1.5 guard all the way closed, going up about another inch. So you guys can see I have my 3 guidelines now. So now I'm going to open the lever on the 1.5 guard. So it's now cutting at a short number 2. And I'm going to go ahead and cut with the grain just to remove that top guideline, blending the parietal ridge bone into the crown. And now with my 1/2 guard all the way open, I'll begin flicking out at that middle line to blend the 0.5 into the 1.5. And I'll just close my lever 1 notch at a time while shortening my cutting stroke. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys can see how I'm just setting my guidelines going up and coming back down to erase each one. But just be patient with it. This is probably the most important step after the lineup. And I say that only because this is really what gives that blurry contrast to the fade. So just pay attention to the growth pattern on your client's scalp and try to use the corner of the blade as much as you can to flick out each guideline. And one more time with the 1.5 guard, I'm just doing some lever play to flick out those dark areas that I saw on my client's parietal ridge bone. And here I'm cutting the hair with the grain only because it gives it a smoother finish rather than cutting it against the grain. And now on my client's hairline, after I applied some holding spray and cold air, I'll go ahead and hit it with my trimmers, keeping it as natural as I can. And not only that, nobody likes a pushback hairline. So like I said, when you guys are doing this, just try to keep it as natural as possible. Not only will your client appreciate it, but when your client's haircut grows back in, it's gonna grow in a lot more cleaner. And now that I've applied some enhancements to fill in those light areas, I'm just gonna come back with my trimmers, making sure everything is nice and sharp before removing that last guideline. And now with no guard lever all the way closed, I'm just gonna flick out at that guideline. And I'm gonna open my lever as needed just to flick out any last dark areas. And you guys wanna be very careful when doing this, only because you could push up the fade if you're not careful with how you angle the clipper. So just use very light cutting strokes whenever you guys are doing this, and basically just let the clipper do the work for you. But you guys can see how easy I was able to get this fade completed. Like I said, it's a very simple system, but it is very effective as well if you guys do it correctly. And now with my trimmers, I'm just coming back one more time to flick out that stubble line, blending the skin into the stubble into the fade. And I always like to take 5 to 10 minutes to go back and just double check and finalize my client's haircut, making sure all the hairs are exactly where they need to be. And here I'm just doing some shear over comb to give my fade that blurry pop up into the parietal ridge area. And when doing shear over comb, it gives the haircut a lot more of a softer finish rather than the clippers. So just keep that in mind. If you guys haven't tried doing shear over comb, I'd highly recommend it, only because it will take your haircut to the next level. And finally, I'm just doing my client's hairline with the razor, going up against the grain of the hair. And these are the Faded Culture razor blades right here. I really like these razor blades as well. So if you guys want to check them out, I'll be sure to leave their link in the description. And whenever you guys are doing a razor lineup, you always want to be sure to stretch the skin as well. But that is about it for today's haircut tutorial. Once again, if you guys learned anything, I'd appreciate if you could leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But it's been your boy Nevin the Barber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.